into the topic of discussion, let me introduce myself. My name is Nihlah Afiyah. I'm a student of economic education at Universitas Negeri Semarang. So, before we get into this topic of discussion, do you guys know what BRICS is? So, BRICS is an acronym for groups of countries consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And now has joined also Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, the United Arab Emirates since early 2024. And BRICS is an economic alliance formed to promote economic, political, and social cooperation among its member countries. The primary goals of BRICS is to strengthen the economic position of developing countries on the global stage and reduce the dominance of developing nations such as the US and UK. BRICS, which covers the world's major developing countries, is expected to support global economic growth in the coming years. This statement was made by Russian President Vladimir Putin, noting the relatively rapid economic growth of BRICS members compared to the developed countries in the West. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that the global gross domestic product or GDP of BRICS nations has successfully surpassed the dominance of the G7 group. In his official statement at the BRICS summit held in Kazan, Russia from October 22 until 24, Putin revealed that the BRICS GDP contributes 37.4% to the global economy, with the value reaching 60 trillion US dollars. This is superior to the GDP of the G7, which consists of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom, and United States, which only contributes 29.3%. According to IMF data, China is the largest contributor, accounting for 70% of BRICS GDP. Now, with this expansion, BRICS Plus is home to almost half of the world population and generates 36% of global GDP. In comparison, the group of industrialized countries known as the G7 accounts for about 10% of the world's population and contributes nearly 30% of global GDP. Approximately half of the G7 contributions comes from the US. If the European Union, which holds observer status in the G7, were included, the alliance will account for almost 13% of the world's population and around 38% of global economic output. From the data, we can see that BRICS GDP has been steadily increasing year after year, rivaling the GDP of This growth was successfully achieved by BRICS after the economic group gained control of about a quarter of global goods exports, with companies from BRICS countries dominating the energy, metal, and food markets. That is crucial commodities for sustainable economic development. The economic growth of BRICS is also supported by strategic projects such as the Northern Sea Route and the North-South Corridor from Russia to China, designed to provide faster and more profitable trade routes, connecting major industrial centers with consumer markets. These reasons have made BRICS a key driver global economic growth. This alliance with BRICS is principle being a bloc that actively promotes inclusive and sustainable economic growth, as well as mutually beneficial political cooperation among its member countries. Thank you for following me to discuss this topic today. As we look ahead, it is essential to understand and harness the potential of BRICS in shaping the future of the global economy. Let's prepare to follow this exciting development and explore these opportunities presented by this emerging alliance. So, see you in the next video. Bye bye.